Hello and welcome. We moved around a few things in the house. We got we got some nice windows. This is actually the downtown Atlanta sky scape there.
I was about to say, did y'all move or something? What's going on?
Oh yeah, it's actually in our backyard. This is our
Okay.
pool, our new pool with our nice, pool chairs and stuff like that. It's really nice in here. It's a little humid because it's a pool behind me, it's crazy. But it's just wonderful to be out in the night sky. One of my favorite things to look at, the city lights. So, welcome, welcome, and welcome yet again. It is decompressed. And see, Bianca, I'm gonna blame you. I got something right here. I felt it right here. She's talking about how she had a headache, and now I felt something right here in this region. It's all your fault, Bianca. You talked it up.
We
Some,
gonna
some
rebuke that.
get some Excedrin. That'll knock that
Like this,
thing right on
like this.
out.
Oh gosh.
Some
And
Excedrin or some BC powder. That BC powder work fast now.
Jonathan, you have always been a huge fan of the Excedrin and the BC.
Well, I had to because the original person who started doing my locks, she did them very tight, leaving me with a headache. So first I was introduced to BC powder while I was working at Target. One of my GSTLs, she got some BC powder for me. I took it and hey, that was it. I don't know how I discovered Excedrin though. I can't remember how I
Hmm.
discovered Excedrin. Thankfully, my loctician now he doesn't do it as tight, but it still looks good. So thankfully, I don't have to worry about those headaches anymore because some
Well,
things is a trip.
that's one thing that we as African Americans we want things to be as fresh and as neat and as as possible. Not understanding sometimes that the tightness can be detrimental to us. It's not only painful, but in the long run, it's not good for us.
Hey, no pain, no gain.
That's the problem though, because we lose hair when we keep on doing all that tightness down.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, hey, welcome. You know what I'm saying? It is Decompress Monday, y'all. My Monday today was a trip and a half. And I do want to make sure you guys know it wasn't about what happened to me or throughout the day. It seriously was me getting anxiety over the things that I'm concerned about and the things that I have to address.
Mhm.
So I had to, gather myself. I had to really turn on the gospel music. Let me tell you what chills me out is anything with a lot of bass and anything that got the hand clapping and foot stumping. So I like to go to my mix, and I always mix up what song I like to listen to first, and then I put it on shuffle. The first song I listen to is "We're Gonna Make It,"
Yes.
so that I can remind myself that I'm going to make it through this day.
I know this one.
And the day went on, and I'm over here hearing this hand clamping, foot stumping kind of music that I love. It just get me.
Get you going.
Um, One song that gets got me going today. I'm not going to give you all of them, but one song that got me going today was "Where Do You Stand? Who's on the Lord's Side?"
Ooh.
I'm on the Lord's side.
Oh, okay.
So,
Come on with the bounce, Bianca. Hey,
okay, let me
I
tell you
seen it.
something. I it, it just takes my mind off of foolishness. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then of course with Mississippi Mass Choir and hearing mother talking about how she been working for Jesus a long time and how she's not tired yet.
I'm not tired yet.
I adapt those things within me. And it's see, I think some people like to equate some of these good old gospel songs with, just slavery, but we had a reason to do that because how do you live in hell and not have hope?
Right.
Right.
And it's these songs that's saying, that God is going to bring us through, that we're going to have a expected end. And I used to think about how so many songs talk about, this world won't be long, I'll be in heaven. It's like, because, yeah, there's a chance that they didn't think that there would be any way they'd be free. So at least I'll be able to find my freedom in heaven.
Right.
So I lean into that. Um, and being that I'm talking about gospel music, well, first of all, let me introduce my panel here. Right here we have Bianca directly beside me with the lovely yellow smiley face on her shirt. And on the other side of her is my brother Jonathan. Mr. Jojo speaks himself. He looks so wonderful.
Thank
Uh,
you.
we I don't know if you might have seen Bianca because you my TikTok girly friend, girly pop friend. Um, did y'all see that um clip with Isaac Correa or whatever, and the dude that helped form Maverick City?
No.
I don't think I did either.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, child. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and pull up TikTok right now. Um, I don't want to trigger anyone, but I'm about to trigger you just a taste, you know what I'm saying? And I give my apologies right now, but of course, this is literally just so we can have this conversation. Um, but it really speaks to um how some people, I'm not saying all people, but some people think about gospel, and it's a little scary how the creator of this CCM juggernaut, like this big old group, you know what I'm saying, is concerning the way that he's talking. And I think I might find a nice little clip. Oh, this is 6 minutes. I ain't gonna watch 6 minutes a clip. No, thank you. Okay, I wish I might. Okay. Oh, I think this is the video I actually sent to friends, family, and loved ones. It's a 7-minute clip, but we're gonna skip around on it. Hold, please. I'm gonna make sure to share this so that y'all can watch this with me. Hold, please. Stay on the line.
We holding, honey. We
Hold
is
on.
holding. I hope everyone's had an amazing day. I had a pretty good day myself. Finally saw the third part of the Housewives of Atlanta reunion. I'm so glad it's over. I
Mm,
heard of the two new housewives that
When
are to
you knew that
come,
something different
and
had to
I
happen to
am excited
resurrect
about
or
it.
reshape
I
the
am.
Christian.
sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, but how did how was it that the third part?
It was I would say the second part was the best part. In the third part, Charles came out as well as Ralph and Dennis. I love how Drew kind of shaded Dennis, like, well, if you see, because she was, thinking that, she wanted to get with Dennis. So she was like, well, if you've seen Ralph, you would know the kind of body type that I like. So, I ain't with, the Dennis type. I want me a
Well,
man
then
that's gonna
that's
that's
not
gonna
well, I
build. So
mean, I'm not saying that that's
that's
not oof, mm.
no, I'm saying I love Drew this reunion. I'd have to say. And once again, Shamia doesn't belong there. I'm sure she's going to come back next season, but she don't belong there at all.
Ooh, let me put up these comments real quick. I forgot to say hey to everybody. And let me put this down so we can actually see you, Jonathan, as we're doing this. Um, Bianca. Oh, Dustin. I'm sorry. Dustin said, "Hey, hey,
Hey,
Dustin."
Dustin.
Bianca said, "Hello, hey, Bianca. I see you over there." So happy Monday. You guys make sure to like and share this video as well as subscribe to the channel. We're gonna unwind and chill, you know what I'm saying? Try to take the edge off. Bianca said hello to Dustin. Lady Virgo. Lady
Hey,
Virgo's
Lady
here.
Virgo.
Hey,
Hey,
how
hi.
you doing? She made sure to say hello to all of us. She's so sweet. Um,
Auntie Robin.
she said Buenos evening. Wouldn't that be Buenos tardes?
It is. It is.
I love it though. Come on. We're gonna call that multilingual, Auntie
Okay, come
Robin.
on, bilingual.
Okay, to dose, you know what I'm saying? Those languages, you know what I'm saying? Miss Kim is here. Hello, God bless
Good
you.
evening, Miss Kim.
Yeah.
And she said, nice view, I know.
It looks beautiful. It
It's
does.
gorgeous. She said, "Hey J and J, hey Bianca." Lady Virgo says, "A lot of the Leo Jojo speaks. Good evening to you all." Unveiled Vibration says, "Good evening. Let the good vibes roll." Okay, yes. Miss Tammy, Lady Tammy herself, she says, "Good evening, all." Yes, good evening unto you as well.
Hey,
Okay, we
Tammy. So
made it
glad
till
you're here.
Monday. She said, "Happy Monday" with the melted smiley face. Yeah, we
Okay,
all there.
Tammy.
We all there. Okay. Okay. We somehow making it. Miss Kim said hello to Dustin, Lady Virgo, Rob, and Miss Robin, Tyrone, and Tammy. Um, Miss Tammy said hello to Miss Kim. Miss Kim said, "I saw that mess. I know someone who knows Norman, and they said he was an a-hole when they were at Howard, and he hasn't changed."
Well then.
Ooh.
Well, then. Lady Virgo says hello to everybody in the chat. She's so sweet to all of us. Miss Kim said Charles shared Shamia and Phaedra. Oh, cleared. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes. Yes, he did.
Charles
He
cleared.
definitely did.
And though I didn't see any of it, I saw a TikTok video where somebody was like, Charles won the whole, he won the whole thing. It's like,
He did, because they kept on trying to say that they met him. He was like, just because we were in the same room at the same time, that don't mean I met you. Just like Nene said that she didn't meet Kenya's boyfriend, his African boyfriend. Like, yes, we were in the same vicinity, but if you call that meeting, then we met, okay? But I don't consider that meeting.
Shamia did have pictures, so they had them pictures now.
Well, yeah, he did take a picture with her husband.
And
So it is possible that she did meet him for sure.
now Phaedra.
my. Justice says, hope everybody's having a great Monday evening. Oh, it's good now. I'm off. Um, oh, Dustin says, love your background, Jennifer. Thank you. I'm telling you, this is the best thing we decided to do. Go ahead and get the green screen. Jonathan, I'm gonna find you one, dagnabbit. We're gonna get
Okay.
these green screens going. You're gonna be everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Okay. Oh, Lady Virgo says hello to Unveiled Vibration. My apologies. Good evening and happy Monday to you. All right. I'm not going to make us listen to a whole lot of this, but just listen to what's okay. It is thundering really bad, so y'all may be able to hear that.
I
And if I
definitely heard
go
it.
out, just know that we ain't coming back.
Understood.
Yeah.
Just say good, Jonathan and Bianca. Just say goodbye and leave, okay?
Okay.
Got it. Don't give me the laughing.
All right, bye, y'all, and get on out of here. Okay, let me play this thing.
Or Giamfi. Anyway, he went on a podcast of another. Have you guys heard of one of the supposed co-founders of Maverick City Music? A lot of you who aren't church folks might not know who this is, but they're a worship group or choir, some would say. His name is Norman Giamfi or Giamfi. Anyway, he went on a podcast of another known Christian artist, and here's what he had to say about gospel music. Have a look at this, and I'll be right back.
What was the turning point that you made when you knew that something different had to happen to resurrect or reshape the Christian/gospel industry?
I mean, I'm gonna be straight up. I knew it the first day. It was stale. The gospel norms wasn't working no more, man. Y'all sing too hard. Y'all over sing. Stop doing that. Don't nobody want to hear no runs. People keep saying we want choir music back. Choir music would have never died if people want to listen to it. I say it.
Say it.
Joel Steen, Kirk Franklin, T.D. Jakes. How can I find somebody to tour me that's not normal? Oh my God, I'm so sick of him. La 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 la. Why? What I do to you? I think people see me as competition when I'm not.
So let's go here. Travis to man.
At that time, it was some little chumps to me.
Right.
You know, I fired Chan from my church. I'm the one who got the big honors. We running worship. What I'm calling them for? You got my whole background single into your thing.
You don't care.
They don't get it. You know who get it? White people get it. First off, everybody know I'm a Trump voter, regardless how y'all feel about that. So, got a really good PPP too. Trump, thank you for that one, bro.
Oh my God.
Well, so many people dog me, man. People work for me that dog me. Problem. 30-year-old young black dude from nowhere, Georgia, with no background in music, and I got more and I got more Grammys than most people you know. So your next deal likely gonna be with me. Maverick City outstreams the entire gospel industry combined. Jesus. Everybody hated on it. Nobody called it real. Everybody said it's this, that, it's this. And all that happened from that is you saw the subsequent genre.
One of them gotta go.
Gospel.
So yeah, you absolutely heard all of that correctly. I don't even know where to begin. When I start thinking about filming this video, I'm like, Lord, where do I start? So let me just start by saying,
All right, we don't need to hear too much more of his commentary. God bless him for putting this
His
video
analysis,
out there.
yes.
Yeah, we don't need to hear that, but God bless him and putting the video out there. Let me just say this. let me just mention these words. As I was watching it, I just heard pride comes before the fall. Sometimes some people get so wrapped up in what they believe they've innovated or taken to the next level and believe that believe that they are beyond reproach. So I'm curious as to how things are going to continue, but for him to say what he said, I can understand why he feels the way he feels. Because, if you have a money-focused, intention, of course you're gonna say those things. Of course, and it's not surprising to me. If for a person to not it's like, I believe there's a part of him that's no, he believed that about gospel. Believing that gospel is dead and stuff like that, the choirs are dead and stuff, like, nobody wants to hear he said nobody wants to hear nobody's runs. I was looking at your face, Jonathan, you were like so, yeah, I'm not going to hate on the Maverick City that stuff, but personally, I have always said, and even when it came down for me finding churches and stuff like that, I'm not a dark church girly. I'm not the CCM. Like I really want to hear some hand clapping, foot stomping. I want to hear choirs. And I want to hear all of that because it harkens back to my parents. It harkens back to what my grandma and granddaddy's churches and stuff like that. So I've been able to see those things, and I want more of those things. I didn't have a whole lot of that while I was growing up because that wasn't my church, but I'm aware and I've seen it and I felt it. And that's why it means plenty to me. Oh, and also on top of that, we listen to 95.3 gospel in Columbia, South Carolina, all of our lives. So all the gospel music that was huge back in the 90s and stuff, we were all aware of all of that music. So it's never anything that escaped me. I always knew it was great music, which is why I listen to it to this day. Which is something I will never let go. And there's just a connection to it that is like none other. Miss Kim says Maverick City has some cute songs, and I do agree with that. They do have some cute songs, but as the elders used to say, where's the oil? I need some good hand clapping, multiple runs, soul
Multiple.
stirring gospel. I need all the runs. I need you to run all the way out the door and come on right back. And I also need belting, and I also need moaning. I need all of that because we all be going through, and though we may not tell our exact stories, we can hear every bit of that through the song, through the moans, through the the feeling of the song. And Imma shut up now. Go ahead, Jonathan. What was your thoughts on what this man was saying?
The moment he opened his mouth, I said, I wouldn't want to be around that person. I wouldn't want to fraternize with him. I wouldn't want to be in his space. I wouldn't want to know him. I wouldn't want to know what he's about. And if he's a representation of what Maverick City, whatever that is, if he's a representation of who they are and what they represent, then I don't want no parts of it. He doesn't talk like someone who knows God, at least not from my ears, not from what I'm listening. He sounds like some N-word drug dealer from the corner, That's what he's talking like. He's talking like he's some rapper trying to get into the game. And yes, he might have been able to infiltrate the gospel music scene. Yes, he might have Grammys. Congratulations for those. However, that does not make up for the lack of heart that I'm picking up with him. He seems like a person that doesn't care about others. He seems like a person that only cares about me, me, me. So that's all I got to say for now. But I would not want to be in his space whatsoever. He seems like someone who would try to always list off his many accomplishments. I done this, I done that. I got this many Grammys, I got this, that, and the third. And it's like, I don't care. I literally don't care. But like I said, the first word that came out his mouth, I said, do he know Jesus? Like, do he? And it's not to say that, those who don't sound like they're churchy don't know Jesus. It's just me, as someone who's been saved all his life and has been around church people a whole lot. He doesn't fit that mold. He doesn't fit that mold. And once again, people try to put church into a box. And I guess in a way, I'm sort of kind of doing that with the statement that I made. However, it still rings true that if someone met him off the street, they probably more than likely would not assume that he knows God. At least I wouldn't.
You would have to see in the reflection of his life and how he moves. It's not showing in how he moves in the reflection of his life. It doesn't sound like he has a care for people. To be honest, if I don't care what you lean towards and what you like better, you don't have to tear it down
Right.
for you to bring up what you like, which is a problem. And to be honest, and even in all this conversation, I don't care that he voted for Trump. That doesn't bother me. It's just the fact that he just that something's missing, and I feel it's
That's just another reason for me not to support the man.
I feel like it's the Holy Spirit that's missing from there. And also a part of me feels like maybe maybe he's like sounding this because he got a little vitriol in his voice. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like he don't like the fact that he's not famous, that nobody knows who he is.
And in a way, it sort of sounded like he was coming for Ricky Dillard, because he is literally the only gospel music artist with a choir out here that is still doing the darn thing, with soloists who will do the multiple runs. I'm not saying that he absolutely was talking about him, but when he says, and yes, that is very true. The choir seems to have disappeared from our churches. I don't know if it's because not as many people are willing to sing in the church anymore. I don't know if it's because we don't have as many people going to church anymore. I don't know. But the fact is, the choir seems to have disappeared from the church. And that is an issue. But I'm just so glad that we have people like Ricky Dillard who are keeping the choir going so that we don't miss that sound, because we all love the sound of a mass choir. And I'll leave it at that. I'm talking too long, y'all.
What's your thoughts, Bianca?
First thing I got was that he's selfish and he's extremely arrogant and he's nasty because he don't care how he come off to people and how he treat people. Because guess what? He number one, and he got people who hate on him on his team working for him. So you're going to end up working with me anyway. So he can act however he act because he think he just some big shot-ish.
Yeah.
And just as fast as you rose, you can fall even harder. So I just think he's nasty. Again, I feel like I'm with Jonathan. When he first opened up his mouth, you just would not expect for somebody that's representing that at that moment. Even if that's you when you chilling with your homies and stuff like that. When I'm at work, I can't get up there talking like I want to them daggone people. If I'm representing the job somewhere, I'm not finna be going there talking like I talk to y'all. I have to be the utmost respectful. He didn't give a hot gat.
Not at all. And isn't it so interesting that we picked up the nastiness? That's the word I was missing in my analysis, Bianca. We picked up the nastiest. He did not say one expletive. He wasn't, directly coming for anyone in particular, but just the words that he used let us know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Because if that ain't who you is, I don't know why you would want that to be a representation of who you are.
Exactly.
Child, wait, hold on, this. Miss Kim says he was too proud to say he voted for President Kinkles. Yeah. She also said my church has a has a terrible choir. They're tone deaf version of Maverick City. I show up on Sundays as they're exiting the stage. God
I
bless.
know that's right, Miss Kim. I know
Oh,
that's right. Protect your peace, Miss Thang. Protect
I
your
know that.
peace, honey.
but what's funny, right, guys, is that there are some people coming after the host of that particular podcast, Isaac. Like I don't know if you might have recognized him, but he's like a major like backup singer and choir singer with a lot of people, and he was also a part of I think Men of Standard.
Oh wow. Okay.
So he is somebody. Not saying that nobody's, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We get it. We understand.
I know of him, and people have been coming at him for even hosting this, and he kept on telling everybody, "Oh, it's context, it's context. We just put out, the bits and pieces, but you got to hear the whole thing in context." It's like, sir, now I'll put you on the same lines of that man.
Because all I heard was like a 5-minute clip. I don't need to hear nothing else. What else I need to hear? Is it going to change my mind? Is he talking any differently? Has he humbled himself as the
Within
interview
that
has
hour.
gone on within that hour? Right.
Well, I would have to see the basis of the interview because if like he just hey, he probably didn't know he was gonna come over there and cut the food, but he already not paid the man, and it's already got the team. He already got the production, and if
True.
this is how you want to have yourself out there portrayed, I can't. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Now, what he could have done, which I don't know because we only seen the clip, is ask him those questions, being that he sings in a choir himself, or hold him accountable for some of the stuff that he's saying. But again, it was only a clip, so I don't know.
But just look at that man's arrogance. Let's be real. I would have never considered that he would be like, well, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I like that one time when the Clark sisters was doing this. You know what I'm saying? That was all right.
Because they are
You
the
know,
queens of runs, honey. Child.
uh, Lady Virgo says, Miss Kim, OMG, laughing. Miss Kim says Isaac Correa, I can never get that last name, has some jams. I'm disappointed in his choice to platform Norman. And that's what I do agree with. And it's like being a part of those circles, in my opinion, I don't believe there's any way he didn't know that that's how he was.
Right.
Mm.
And
Right.
also when people get comfortable with talking to people, you really, like see all of it. I don't believe that he didn't see any of that coming. You
And
know,
knowing how he was, that might have been the motivation to get him on his show. Just might have. Just an assumption.
He viral, so hey, he got the job done.
okay. But to think about the full
Mm-hmm.
story, I'm happy it happened
Yes. Exposure.
because this is one of those moments where maybe people will start to really push gospel more
Right.
because it's a conversation that's been going on, but it's never been a viral conversation about music and the gospel music that is slowly, dying off, though there are people that are still making this music that is
Mhm.
near and dear to us, but it's not being pushed like a Maverick City. It's not being put out there like that. And to be honest, see that like on Sirius Radio when Kirk Franklin channel,
Mhm.
I can hardly listen to it
Wow.
because it's not giving me what I need. That's why I have to make my own mixes. And any new music that I get, I never heard it anywhere else. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, shoot, I even enjoy like the new quartets and stuff like that. I enjoy the people that's I'm not saying sticking to that, but it's a genre that I like. And
I
if
just looked up who Maverick City was, and I do enjoy some of their
yeah, you
videos and
know,
music.
Yeah.
I
you
do.
know,
They are pretty good. for sure.
Yeah, but the problem is that they I believe it's more the system pushing it, and I think it's easier because it's, Caucasian friendly.
Right, very Caucasian friendly.
So, so there is a little bit of good singing and stuff like that. Unfortunately, a lot of people in there have been done wrong by Maverick City. There's so
Mhm.
many horror stories of, hey, I wrote this song. Why am I not getting credit? Things of that nature. So,
He
I've never been totally in with them. Um, and people, feel a way about the fact that Kirk Franklin hooked up with them, made an album with them and stuff like that because, we need more gospel. But,
Mhm.
you know, like him, Tasha Cobbs, and a lot of other people, they're going more towards that CCM sound. And I guess if that's what you're trying to do to make money, do that. But
Do your
I
I,
think
thing.
it may be because the world's changing. Like, if you are looking at the young folks these days and how to reach them, they're not in church like we were.
you're
Right.
right.
And they're darn sure not trying to hear like the choirs that we listen to, the slow and it gets you to crying and praising the Lord and up out your seat. They don't have time for that these days.
Mm,
So I can see if he would have broke it down in a different way, but how he said it, I could definitely
oh,
understand why
nasty.
he's trying to change the narrative so that more people can be attracted to it. But his whole delivery, how he's acting, you you gonna get these people the wrong message.
It's nasty.
Like, how do I know what message you put in your music if this is exactly how you're acting and talking?
So nasty and so rude. And you get the heart of people, even if he's not writing each and every song, he's a part of that.
Hmm.
I don't know if I want to hear not of it. What's going on over there? Shoot, I man. Lady Virgo says, "What are you guys' thoughts on that Miss Kim Burrell? She's very nasty and very rude."
I'll have to say, I have nothing for that woman whatsoever. I know that she is more than likely never going to change. The people who still like her will continue to still like her, and the people who still dislike her will continue to still dislike her. She is who she is. She may want to seem to apologize for her words here and there. She may seem. I saw that she did an interview with Jamal Bryant. I didn't even like. I was going to watch that interview. I really was going to watch that interview because I heard that she made an apology to the LGBTQIA plus community.
Oh,
But then
girl,
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just protect my peace and just not even get into that because sometimes just seeing her face or hearing her voice just irritates the
she can't
mess
even
out of me.
apologize, right?
But exactly, I don't think she knows what an apology is or what an apology means. But
Or
I
if
have
she
not.
did.
Like Quad said during that Married to Medicine interview. I have nothing for you.
Mm,
Nothing.
I never cared for her to begin with. But
child.
disappoint me.
As far, I think I believe she certainly does have a gift with her voice,
Absolutely.
but um, I think she's still on us in a space of like, well, my words have killed my career,
Which
but
is true.
but it's not that bad though. And I'm sorry yet again, and I'm sorry some more. But you're gonna continue to say and do what you want to say, and do. It makes it really difficult for me to care, because these are the spaces that you put yourself in. And just like Jonathan, I do my best to protect my peace when it comes to her. Um, and I'm never surprised,
Never.
never
Never.
surprised at the things that she says and does. She's certainly a product of what she's come from. I'm not saying every Kojic person is like this. What I'm saying is that there is a good number of people in that denomination that basically grew up being nasty towards people.
Mhm.
Part of the reason why so many people don't want to go to church now, because people are so nasty and so rude. And I believe everything that she's ever said to other people, she said to others. To be honest, I believe that she's I don't believe she totally knows who she is as a woman, who she wants, what she's doing, and how she's moving. I don't believe she truly even knows how to move forward in that.
With the way that she speaks and stands 10 toes down on her words the majority of the time, that makes me believe that she knows who she is and she
Mhm,
stands hard on that thing.
We just got
Because that's how she wants to present herself. Now, and I have a hard time to believe that she is another way outside of the cameras because people record her in churches and she may not know that there's a camera in the room. And that is the main reason why we have all of these viral moments,
mhm.
because she is being filmed not on TV. Um, and also, I just wanted to make this quick point. When she was on that Tamron Hall show, and she said there's a certain jargon that goes on with the church, and it's like just because that certain jargon exists in the church does not make it right, and does not mean that it's going to hurt people's feelings and turn people away from God. Not only the church, but from God Himself. And I'll leave it
That's
at
for sure because it's natural to not separate the people of God and God.
How can you? Because
It's
he's a
it's
part of
difficult.
us. He's so much a part of us. And we represent him on this earth. That's what he called us to do, is to represent him on this earth.
Yeah, and
And
then
that's
that's
what
why
she feels like she's doing.
we have to eventually realize that God's not the one that told me not to come to church with my pants on. We have to realize it was people that gave these rules and what Christianity is supposed to look like.
Right.
We have to separate that. Um, but thank y'all for y'all opinions. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Um, let's see. Miss Kim says, um, we can't disregard the greats. We can still learn from them.
Absolutely.
Agreed and agreed. Unveiled Vibration says, and they expect us to separate the artist from the art. Let me tell you something. Miss
hmm.
Kim Burrell, I would never.
No, no.
Miss Kim says, I only like one Kim Burrell song, but that lady has a dark spirit. I agree.
Very
And
much
let me
so.
tell you something. I can't name a Kim Burrell song. I
Me
enjoy
neither.
I enjoy a Kim Burrell feature.
Okay, on Ty Tribute, it's going to be all right. She did that thing. She
That's the
showed
one and only one.
the only one. The only one.
The one. Shoot. That's all I do with
And she looked good on that video too. I love that fur that she had on the shoulders, and the weave was looking
the
good too.
fur.
Yeah, she did that.
Lady Virgo says JoJo speaks. I totally agree with you on your take on Miss Burrell. I can't believe her. She a flip flopper with her words. To be honest, I don't even think she that much of a flip flopper. She says what she says and never apologizes for it. But when she does apologize, it's like, it's like it's almost kind of like bear with me. I just be saying stuff kinda like her elders have, just be saying stuff that hurt her feelings. Those same elders, I'm pretty sure that might have made her feel bad for being overweight or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, it's a cycle, I believe, that she's, continuing on, and I just find it sad that she has so many friends that say, "Oh, she's never like this." It's like, I believe that's a whole entire lie.
Right.
Behind closed doors, all y'all do is kiki. Mhm, yeah, that's what
She crazy. Y'all know she'll say anything.
no,
Right.
and that's not cute.
Not at all.
Ugh, gosh, grown people, Jesus,
Bianca,
help us.
Bianca, I love the roll of that tongue. Not at all. Yes. Puts emphasis on that thing, honey. Yes. I didn't mean to make you cough, girl. That was unintentional.
I'm good. Look, but yeah, I will never let gospel go from my life. I am interested in listening to newer folks and stuff, and whenever I hear a song that I've never heard of, I make sure to frequent it. Um, and seeing videos. Y'all see I think it's like the Brown children, the Brown
Yes.
family.
Those four
Yep.
kids.
Mm-mm. Where I been? Under a rock?
You have been, sis. Let me tell you something.
Because I thought, didn't they perform on American Idol or something?
They did.
Okay, yeah.
Them four cheering. Every time I see a video, if I find a TikTok video of it, I'll look it up and make sure to find. You know what? I can do it now because I got a computer. Whenever I see them sing, it messes me up. It messes me up.
It takes you back. It takes you back to before you were born.
Yes. Them the Brown singers or something.
I don't know what their official name is.
Let me see the brown four children. The brown four children. I'm sorry. I looked them up on the TikToks. Okay, we're gonna have to leave on this. I think I gotta find a good song. Hold on. Well, they all good because just
Right, I was about to say you can just click the first video you see, girl.
Because these children be singing and
Singing.
like to the point of me about to be up in tears. Hold please. Ooh. You better sing. Okay, I'm sorry. That's taking too long for me. Hold, please. Let me do another one.
Come on.
Oh, bro.
Jesus.
They just gave me chills.
Okay. I can sit here and listen to this whole thing, but let me tell y'all something. I'm already about to cry.
Oh, Lord.
because it's like, yes, he is squalling like that, sis. Yes, them 3 children. When they said, Jesus, oh my gosh.
Went to the pianissimo. Yes.
And it's those 4 children and that young boy squalling like that.
And I always love that he leads them. Always, because a lot of times when you have groups, the female typically leads, but to have him leading, well, you got the voice. They all got the voice to do it, but
They all
I
got the
love
voice to
that.
do it.
Yeah.
Yes, Miss Kim, he's certainly squalling like that. Tyrone says, young Rance Allen right there. Yes.
For real.
Dustin says, have a good night. Love you. Love you too, Dustin.
Love you too, Dustin.
Good night. Have Lady Virgo laughing. Yes. Let me tell you something. Just look up some more videos. Google them. I need them to have an album. Unless I might just have to have these, random performances that they have at these churches. I hope they have like at least somewhat of a little concert or something like that I can find because them cheering sing.
They do.
Mm.
All of them sing. And once again, like Bianca, the goosebumps. And it's like we only had to watch 30 seconds of them singing. And I'm already in. That's all I'm talking about right there. I'm not saying that Maverick City can't do that. I'm saying that this is something special.
It is.
Something special that we need to hold on to. And to see these children do it like that.
Can you imagine when they get a little bit older? How
Child.
the voice is gonna be? Ooh,
And then after they actually go through some trial and tribulation
come on.
It'll mean that much more.
of life, they something else. I don't know what's the future for them, but they got something going on, especially to show up in Caucasian spaces like that, because that's something you cannot deny.
Mhm.
You feel it. Ha, Jesus. And I can't let that kind of music go. Miss Kim says Maverick City most definitely cannot do that. And once again, it just digs back into our ancestry. We think about uh, our mothers and fathers and then their mothers and their fathers and just going back and back and back to the things that we've saying. Oh, how I love Jesus.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I encourage everybody to hold on to that.
Hold on tight.
Hold on to the songs of your mothers and fathers
Yeah.
because I don't know what it's like a rope. It's like an anchor just keeping you tethered, bringing you down, and grounding you, connecting back to your roots
Mhm.
and your faith. So that's why I love gospel music right there. It's not just the singing, it's the feeling.
Right.
And now I can't let that go. Dustin Butler says, "Thank you for playing that video. Love the music." Oh, no
It was
problem.
awesome.
All right. I'm hype and I still have some work to do that I didn't do during the workday. So I got to get out of here. I love y'all dearly. I have an announcement to make.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to announce Unveiled Vibrations is going to go live Wednesday, this Wednesday
Okay.
Okay.
at 8:30 p.m. And he's going to get to talking. I'm pretty sure he's going to blow your mind. So join us if you can. Well, excuse me, join him because I won't be there. Because he's gonna be talking about the things, everything Lady Virgo try to hear about. He's gonna be talking about those things, the things that he's been seeing, the thing that he's become aware of, getting them out into the ether. So I'm very happy for him. I had to make sure like plan it so he could do it because he said he was gonna do it last week, but we did something. We were doing something. I don't know. But I was like, why didn't you just tell me? No worries. We're gonna make it happen. So he's already made the link and everything. Follow Unveiled Vibrations on YouTube so that you can go ahead and see what he has to provide the world on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Alrighty. I love you guys. Thank you for the conversation. Lord knows I never know what we were talking about. Sometimes I do. It's not often. Sometimes I do. But we came together and had a great conversation as per usual. Tyrone says, "Think 8:30 PM." Yeah, 8:30 PM. Miss Kim says, "Put it in Discord, please." You heard that, Tyrone. Anyway, I love y'all. Y'all have a good day. Bye.